Saints came marching into town, walked away with an upset win. What went wrong at the bank yesterday? We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, what didn't go wrong, right? Carolina Sports Live's Mike Lissette is joining us on this Misery Monday to break all of that down. But Mike, we like to have you do predictions like we did on Friday. And we're not going to give you a hard time because I think you and everyone else felt very positive going into this game. The Saints worst in the division. They had only one win, rookie quarterback, all of these things. So we just played down to our opponent like we were worried about.
Can I show my face?
You can. You're allowed. It's TV, so we encourage it.
I was willing to wear a bag on my head or cover myself in a blanket so that you guys couldn't make fun of me today, because I really appreciate that you guys being so welcoming and kind to me this morning, because I was wrong. I've got egg all over. It's in my hair, in my eyebrows. I mean, it's not good at all. This was the worst of the worst for Carolina. Not just the way they played, but the fact that they failed to meet expectations at a time when everyone thought they had turned the corner. It really, really left a bad taste in everyone's mouth that was at the bank yesterday.
Yesterday definitely took a closer look and highlighted how important the run game has been to this Panthers offense as they were able to shut down Rico Dowdle to just one touchdown there. I mean, only so many yards here on that rush game. What did this show us here as to how our offensive strategy might need to change and evolve come the second half of the season?
You know, and I got news. It could have been very easily a 17-0 final, because that first touchdown the Panthers got from Rico was a gift. If you recall, Young threw the ball away. It was picked off. And then they immediately took it back for a roughing the passer call. Now, he was mauled in the face, but at the end of the day, that didn't really affect the throw. I mean, the fact is the secret's out on Carolina. If you shut down the run, they've got nowhere to go. And that's on Bryce Young to throw the ball downfield and to get the offense going. Here's that interception I was just talking about that was taken back. But Young just – and again, this is where it got interesting yesterday, because after the game – you know, Dave Canales sort of implied that they were not moving the ball down the field and with their passing attack, and he sort of questioned the play calling, and that led me to believe, well, are you questioning your own play calling, or are you questioning the fact that it's Bryce who's making the call on the field not to launch it down there? And if that's the case, is Bryce not comfortable throwing it downfield? And if that really is what's going on, then you've got a much bigger problem. Because you need a guy that can get it downfield. I mean, I think we all know that Bryce's numbers are never going to be mind-blowing, or at least at this point in his career, but he's got to be able to sling it downfield when necessary, and yesterday he did not do that, and that was a big, big problem for Carolina.
Yeah, both Bryce Young, of course, and head coach Dave Canales kind of taking the blame for this, both of them saying, hey, this is on me. Here's what Dave Canales had to say post-game.
Has to be more opportunistic and take advantage of some of the situations where the defense made some adversity stops for us and got us the ball back over and over in the second half, and we didn't come away with anything off of it.
Yeah, so we've been talking, Mike, about the defense, right, and how we've been so strong, but they could have also done better in this case too.
I mean, the fact is, this is the sad place of Carolina football yesterday. There was 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the Panthers fell behind by 10 points. By no means is that insurmountable. By no means is that an impossible climb for any competent football team to come back from. But I can tell you, to a man, woman, and child, and maybe dog or any other creature that was in that building, nobody believed that they could come back from that. The air was sucked out of the building with 10 minutes left, and everybody was resigned to the fact that this game was very much over, and it was. And that's a problem. And Carolina's defense just could not control time of possession. Yeah, they only gave up 17 points, but let's not pat the Saints too far on the back here. They're not very good. They should have been up way more than that based on the way Carolina's offense and defense was playing. Not good. Not good at all.
Looking ahead, we've got another divisional matchup here come next week. What do we need to be looking at as they prep for the Falcons?
You know, it's just at this point, you're going to ask me on Friday to predict. I can't do it. I mean, I'll do it. I'll play along, but it's just so darn unpredictable. They could very well come out next week and stun the Falcons on the road. It could happen because they have this ability to to on a week-to-week basis to morph into a different football team and suddenly be the team that does whatever is needed to do to win that game. They've shown it time and time again this year. You don't get those wins by accident. You don't fall into those wins. They work for those wins, but they've also worked for their losses too. So you're asking me what they got to do. Get back to what they were doing when they were winning games. But it's just consistent football. They cannot put together a multiple string of games and rise to the occasion when needed to. It's not good. As I keep saying it over and over again, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's very discouraging.
Yeah, discouraging. Just kind of hard to get excited when we go high and then we go low. We're on a bit of a roller coaster. All right, Mike Lissette, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you for your prediction on Friday, and hopefully
I'll do it.
Yeah, I know you'll play along, buddy.
We'll still be nice to you, Mike. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.